Recently, you and Drake have had a back and forth, right? And I don't even know if it was so much a back and forth. It was more so you said how you felt, and I truly believe your judgment was fair. Your assessment,
we clipping this too, Tanner.
Your assessment was fair, but
subscribe now.
No, seriously though.
Subscribe. What? That's one of my favorite things about podcasts. I could tell when the clip it up topic is coming.
when it get queued up.
Okay, fine, we are gonna clip it, so what?
Joe, so watch this. Nigga, I help you with the clips on your shit. So of course I know when to clip it up.
That's different, but I'm gonna let you do it. That's very different though. That's very different because I don't subscribe to that culture.
Okay.
That's true.
So never did I. I never hit anybody and said, hey, I'm talking about this and this is our clip for the day and hey, you take this clip. I've never done that.
You haven't. You haven't. No, you haven't. You haven't. You haven't.
I've never done that.
As his employee,
but again,
it would behoove you to do
as somebody
that.
who's been a producer on your podcast, it's my job to do that for you.
Right. That's
So,
what producers do.
As somebody who's doing a podcast, and not even that, like, if the Drake shit didn't happen, we wouldn't talk about you and Drake. There's no real reason for me to even bring the shit up. Obviously, it's kind of recent at the time of this recording.
But once it happens, we out of here.
But no, not even that.
I keep telling Drake that. Like, when you do that, I get hot. But it don't have the effect that he thinks. Like, I skyrocket out of here.
Joe is sick, bro.
I'm serious.
No, you're right.
Dog, I had a sweet 16. I'm with the kids. I'm chilling. Nigga, Ack called me. That's my man. That's my man.
I'm not gonna lie, Ack is grown on me.
Ack is my man, yo. I know.
Yeah,
hey, feel how you want about him. That's my man. We've been in the trenches together.
Yeah.
Ack called me. Yo, man, you got Drake tight. I was like, well, why is that? Like, cuz you ain't see his comment? No.
I'm at the Sweet 16.
And I ain't just checking if niggas say something bad about me, I'll scroll. Get out of here.
Get out of there.
If you say something bad about me, it gotta get to me from somebody I love.
We've been speaking about
it. It gotta come from love.
We've been speaking about
it. You just can't have that type of hateful access to me. If you type some shit, and then I don't see it.
Yeah.
So Ack sent it to me. Bah! Said this motherfucker. It's like, oh shit, this nigga went off.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lot.
He went crazy. I
read the shit and went back to fucking with the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I love to hear it.
I was so thankful that that didn't consume the time, right? Like that didn't ruin my Sweet 16 experience. None of the kids was asking about it. They didn't play none of that shit there. So it's like, that happened. It was great. And I saw it like a fastball over the plate.
Yeah. And
whenever those things happen, I view it like a fastball over the plate. I can't wait to get to work. Let's get to work. Turn the mic on.
Yeah.
I'm never at a shortage for words.
But one of the things you can't, and not that you can't, but one of the things that I don't think you would do at work on air is truly document y'all's history, right? There's a lot of people who just see Drake acknowledge you and they still have the lens of Joe Budden of the past, right? Joe Budden with the wife beater, Joe Budden who's struggling, Joe Budden with his problem. Like a lot of people, when they see Drake mention Joe Budden, most of them aren't in tune with where Joe Budden is today. So that's even why I brought this shit up, because I would like to kind of broach something that I don't think you would ever do, because I know the nigga that you are. Like, you're not the person who talks about your accolades. You're not the person who says, oh, this is me, look at me. Like, not in that way. That's just not who you are. So I brought that up. Fuck the topic, fuck the time. And I think it just happened to be in that alignment. But you have a stigma about you when it comes to Drake. Truly, as a friend and as a person who's a fan of the content, I don't think it's warranted. So we do have headphones. I'm going to play a clip for you. I would love for you to kind of just, you know,
We can't forget
react
about
to
them
it.
diss tracks now, though.
Yeah. No, we're not doing the. We're not even going. We're going beyond that. We're going 15 years back.
Okay. Wait.
I'm sure Joe.
Got
He's in the registry, so I'm sure he saw this. But there's a lot of people who may not have. I just want to play this real quick and get your response to it.
Disc.
Yeah. When do you? I heard the line you diss me, not gonna reply.
I'm a nice guy.
Now somebody's gonna send a
I'm
shot.
not
at you.
like you, man. No.
I'm a nice guy.
I'm not gonna diss me. You'll never hear a reply
The
from me.
nigga's not gonna diss anybody.
Nobody, man.
Marketing
No matter
genius
what you
early.
say about
that boy.
nigga.
I'm happy. I'm honored. I'm honored
He's
to
good.
be around you, man. This is the first time.
Yo, come on.
man, what, I can't be- Okay, so I can't be honest on your network here. I can't
No,
be
I don't
honest
take
to your
compliments
fans and
well.
Say I'm honored to be around you. Yo, I used to listen to you, so I don't need. You need to take. You need.
Oh, you did?
That's what you need. You need to learn how to take compliments.
I think I take compliments.
No, you don't take compliments.
We spoke about that to start. And then
That's
take
15 years ago. That's you and Drake. A lot of people, again, they just see you commenting on Drake as if you're punching up, right? But in reality, you and Drake have had a relationship for a very long time. Drake has acknowledged you as an influence, as a peer, as somebody that y'all have history with. But again, the public may not know that. So when you see a clip like that, when you hear a clip like that, when you go back into your mental Rolodex of that time period, how does it affect you when fast forward to today where all of these jokes are being made? Or, oh, I got a whatever and you got a modest home in New Jersey. Like, does that play a factor into your criticism and also play a role into your relationship or thoughts towards Drake?
No, that's more cap. That's more cap, right? Like, I think I said this on my podcast. Like, I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. Nor do I care about the things on the internet if they don't alter my real life, right? So the people that think I wasn't the greatest of rappers, that's their opinion. I'm not trying to change that. Like, a lot of shit you either had to be there for, you had to hear a mixtape, you had to, it's different times back then. But I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish, which was, hey, I want to be respected by all the people I think are the best in the world. And fortunately for me, that includes him. That includes him, right? So like everybody that is nice, I think recognizes that I'm nice or was nice. And that's it. All of the talks about like accolades and spins and singles and like all of the stuff in my career, I've heard it all. Like there's nothing you could say about Joe Budden that I have not heard. So you kind of can't hurt me with none of this stuff. Is what I mean.
I like that.
You can't.
Nah.
Because it's like as long as you're right within yourself and you satisfy yourself, then what can anybody else really say?
Yes, like I don't search outward for validation.
Right.
Like I did all the self-reflection. I did all of the internalizing, processing. I did all of that. So I'm so at peace with where things are.
Do you feel like he was humbling you a little bit? Because
trying to.
He didn't believe none of that
I
shit.
know, but Joe, you be on that podcast calling niggas poor.
Niggas be poor.
Yeah. It was just so crazy to see the dynamic of somebody that we know probably had a Billy trying to come at you who we know is wealthy.
But listen to this though,
Yeah.
right? Like there was a time when I was doing all those diss tracks, I wasn't in the best financial space. So when that was said, and it was said, it stung. Not because it hurt me that it was said, but because damn, it was true, and I haven't figured my way out of this escape room yet.
Yeah.
Like damn, I do think that I'm talented and intelligent, but even if not from rap, I have to figure my way out of this. And when I went through all of that stuff with Complex, Drake was the first nigga in my DM saying, yo, I hope that you get 5 million from these niggas or whatever that number was. So for me, for this time, him to say it and for me to have, I went and did the work.
Yeah.
Like I went and did whatever I felt I needed to do for life to change. So yeah, niggas is broke to billionaires. That don't hurt. Like, niggas are broke a billion. It's levels to this.
Yeah.
I ain't exempt. When the billionaires come in and start calling niggas broke, hey, everybody shut up. But I'm not, like, I'm well taken care of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, like, my family's okay, my kids okay. Like, it's not like real people broke. It's like internet broke.
Yeah.